See?
Okay, so that
Oh.
is gonna do it.
So did you unplug it and replug it in?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes!
You get your tie?
We have 2-point conversion tie, I think. I think that's what happened.
I'm trying kind of hard. Oh, I should plug my headphones back in. So, we'll do a little bit of bookkeeping here, and before we launch in today, Amanda is currently juggling the spreadsheet and picking today's winner. Excuse me. So, a few notes. I'm trying to kind of get into the swing of this, establish rules for the chat, so that it's for the good of all. Just trying to make everything a pleasant experience for everyone. First off, be polite in the chat. Part of that is keeping things on topic. You know, trying to ask me questions about things that aren't this game right now. It's just, this isn't the place for it. You know, I might do a writing, oriented thing or something about my books later on, but not right now. Not here and now. Not this moment. The other thing is, I don't want to see any spoilers in here. Part of that's for me, and part of that is just as a kindness to the community. Other people playing Fallout in here might not want to hear you talk about things that are coming up in the game. If you do that, we will simply ban you. And by we, I mean the moderator, Amanda, and whoever we appoint and give this power to. It's shitty behavior, Nobody likes that. There's plenty of other places on the internet where you can talk about the game and discuss what has happened. But here, part of what I'm doing is I'm experiencing the game firsthand for the first time. If I wanted to do this with a walkthrough, I would have that open on my other screen, and I'd be slowly scrolling through there. But that's not what we're doing here. Last night, some people were posting up things that I said, again, on Twitter or on Facebook, and it amused me to no end because I had forgotten that I had said those things until I saw them later on. So thank you for helping to spread the word that way. Please maybe hashtag in World Builders, or maybe mention the Twitter account that we've set up to follow the voting process. And by voting process, I mean donation process. This is for charity, it's for World Builders, it's to raise money to make the world a better place. And our lovely mod... is there a place where we can, type those rules into the page? I saw somebody just mention that in the chat. That's cool. I did not know that. I wasn't aware that there was a page description. Like I said, I'm very new to so much of this. Let me see. No spoilers. Oh, and one other big thing. Tonight, the first round of auctions is ending for World Builders. We've got a huge load of gorgeous books donated by Subterranean Press. One of every book they published last year. It's 40 books. They're all signed, limited, slipcased. Some of them are already out of print. Gorgeous stuff by sci-fi and fantasy authors. And a bunch of jewelry based on sci-fi and fantasy properties. A bunch of stuff from Brandon Sanderson's books, Jim Butcher's books. Just a bunch of gorgeous stuff from Badali Jewelry is up for auction there. They're the ones that handle my jewelry as well. So, they do quality work. I wouldn't work with somebody that would make shit. Also, hello. Have I said hello? Sorry if I jumped right into the business. I know the foreplay part of this. I am glad you're here. Thank you for showing up today on your Sunday. to experience the wasteland with me. I was waiting until you came into the room so I could do it in person. Amanda came in, like, not only on Sunday, right, but during the Packer game, right? Like, the Packer game, which for Amanda is sort of like if I call her and say, "Oh, Amanda," you know, it would be like calling her halfway through Catholic Mass. You know, it's like, I know you're about to eat the body of Christ, but I'm having trouble with the settings of the camera on my computer. But Amanda, my stalwart companion, who's 10 times better than Codsworth, 1,000 times better than Codsworth, who I hate with fiery passion. Yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. I'm gonna get some caffeine in me. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Penguin Caffeinated Peppermints, the source of all my power. These are the cinnamony ones. And it was like a really tense moment. We actually both stopped getting ready for the stream to listen to the end of the game. I feel like we had a moment together.
Good.
Today's winner is Sarah from MN. What is MN?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. There's a lot of M states. It could be Montana. That has an M and an N in it.
Is it? No, I don't know anymore. Now you've got me second guessing myself. That's what's on the piece of paper.
Could be Michigan.
Sure.
That has an N and an M. Can you give me talent? Okay. So, what you've won, Sarah, from the MN state, whatever that is, you win one of the few remaining silver talents with actual silver in it. It's made of an alloy called Billion, and it's actually electroplated as it would have been back then, not by electroplating, but it's heated and then hammered flat. The silver migrates to the surface of the alloy, and then when it's hammered flat, it makes this real, like, glossy silver, which will actually start to erode off after a while, just like it would have back in the day. So, yeah, this is kind of a rarity. Thank you for donating. Thank you for, voting whichever way you voted. Even if you voted for Book 3 and you didn't get your wish, now you get a prize for playing along.
Somebody tweeted about the Amanda, I know you're about to eat the body of Christ, but I need help.
Okay.
Cool. You good?
I'm good. Thank you.
See if anything breaks.
Yes, I will. Everyone, the lovely Amanda, lovely, talented, skilled, professional, snarky, many, many descriptors. Okay. So, now, what am I doing? I think that's all of the lead up. I've made some notes to myself. No spoilers. Be nice in the chat. Look at that. Like, I got my shit together. Okay, so we can just jump right in here and start playing. I need my headphones in. I'm gonna eat some mints. About 3 mints is the equivalent of a Coke. I did tweet the stream. If any of y'all Okay, let's turn off this music by getting into the game. As you see, I'm on the cusp of level 13. Yes, I convert these directly into raw verbiage and sarcasm. So, let's pause this. Because there's a strong crafting component to this game, for those of you that don't know yet, I tend to do that in between. So if you showed up yesterday or you showed up last night, and you remember me, like, kind of sucking at taking on a bandit, like, headquarters, then I've moved on since then. I haven't played more of the narrative elements of the game, but I had, like, all of this gear and all of this, you know, stuff. And so I went back and I sold it and I converted it to its raw materials. And I did kind of a few things. So I want to... Bye! I want to show you what I did. Just so we're all on the same page. Ooh, I want to find one of those magazines. I want new paint for my armor suit. Okay, so what I did here, you can see that the place looks a little bit different. I have figured out the settlement building stuff a little bit better. Before, and let's run over here, I'll show you my first attempt at a building that just sucked so much. This is, you know, I figured I'll build myself a house. And so you can look here, none of the walls fit together. This is shit Central Station right here. The roof doesn't match up. It's just awful. You know, like, it's not like the wind can blow through. It's that would be a relatively minor problem. It's that, like, people could actually walk into your house through the wall, to say nothing of, like, radiated, you know, rats or whatever. I don't even have a bed in here anymore because other people would just wander in. I wish I had my own house. I wish they would let me have my own house. I could designate one as mine. This is where I keep my bobbleheads. I've only found one. I have a rug. I built a bar, but I can't put booze in it. And I made a safe where I tuck some of the game items that I don't want to carry, but I don't know if I should just throw them away or sell them. So that was my first attempt. Here's one of our stalwart defenders. And here, now check this shit out, because I'm actually kind of proud of this. You see, here's my new building. Before, I kind of threw together some prefab sections, but then I figured out how you actually have to do this is by building floor first. The floor fits together like a jigsaw, and it snaps together very tidily. And then you can build the walls on the floor, and then you build the roof on the walls. Now, I don't know if that's how you build an actual house, but it's how you should do it here. And now that's just baseline. Like, I should have been able to figure that shit out. But, you know, I'm not going to say that. I shouldn't have had to figure that out by myself, because it looked like that was a foundation. Why can't I just build walls on a foundation and have it make sense? This is something that, like, I'm not a dumb person, but, like, all of my houses would have been like that if I hadn't have happened to stumble onto the fact that you can create a floor. There's no way of me knowing this other than stumbling onto it dumbly, asking someone for help, or searching for it online. I also found out I can extend the foundation, which is what I did to make this building bigger. I moved the bell, the summoning bell, and look at this. I figured out how to hook the generator up to the house. You know? Like, look at that. This is just like downtown. And then I built a ladder up here, and so here I run all the wires, and apparently Tesla was really big because all of the electricity for a lot of these things is wireless. Like, those fans just get electricity. These lights in here, they just get electricity. There's no wires running to them.
I'm afraid I'm
Jukebox is the same way.
But back in the day, folks used to
TV just runs because now there's electricity. And I've decorated it. I figure, who doesn't love kitten pictures, right? And then on this side, different kitten pictures. And beds. So pretty much we are still living in like a dormitory situation. I think depending on how big the city gets, you know, we might have to name different places like this. I think we would call this I think this is Ravenclaw, right? I don't know why it would be Ravenclaw. Mostly because we are practical people here. Devi is a practical person. Somebody said on the chat earlier, it's like, I kind of wish he was role-playing more. You know, this is how Devi would do shit. You know, Devi would build stuff from the ground up. Now, here's an irritating thing. Remember our drunk...
You remind me of myself when I was a young woman.
Hey, Mama Murphy.
Always getting myself into trouble.
She asked me to build her a special chair. You know, and she wants drugs and she has psychic visions. And so I built her a chair in the house, the only house that I had built at that point. And so she came here and she hung out. And so I built her the special chair. And there's no way you can fucking move it. So when I finally figured out how to really craft, I can't put a floor underneath her. You know? She's there until she fucking dies, apparently. She never gets up to eat or sleep. She just sits in that chair. And I suppose they do that so that you always know where to find her. But it's kind of bullshit. Because now, you know, like... Because my house is shit. Look, for anyone who is OCD, like, this is like having a thorn in my tongue. So yeah, pool table. It's a little too close to the wall. This is... No. I managed to space it out. You know, you could actually play pool around that table. More people have been showing up. You know, we've got good guards on duty. I built some more water pumps. You know, really artistically designed here. I used a lot of feng shui. I built a bathtub that this cow eats out of. I don't know what this cow does for me. He's just here. Apparently somebody showed up with a cow. You know...
You know what I call a good day? One that ends without an end.
And so here's what the settlement looks like from the screen. The defense is up to 42, which I feel pretty good about. Got 11 people. My happiness went down a little bit, but I almost want to suspect that was like because I destroyed the building everyone was living in for a while. Or maybe it's because new people showed up and those new people were kind of sad when they arrived. I don't know, but still, the arrow is going up, and so I'm assuming that's good. I also... I don't know how to show you this. I gave this a paint job, and which was just some crafting. It doesn't look super fancy, but apparently now I get a bonus to charisma when I'm wearing it. And I tweaked up my armor, and I made myself a new gun because that 10mm was not cutting it anymore. And I think that is the majority of the news here. I made a bunch more, I made a bunch more turrets just because this is kind of home base and, yeah. You know, and here's the other thing. I made a bunch more turrets because when I was out just kind of scavenging and picking up all the loose stuff that I wanted to craft with, I was out there, you know, picking up hairbrushes and toothpaste and whatever so I can turn it into civilization. And suddenly it said, whoa. They are not zombies. Yeah, it's a comment made specifically for me. So I was out scavenging, and suddenly a message came up that said, you know, those people's farm that they like you now, they're being attacked. And so I came over here, and the place was kind of being overrun. And so I showed up, figuring, you know, I don't want to be a dick, you know, and just let their whole world burn down. And there were some bandits, and the people ran out and kind of tried to take care of them. But I hadn't built any defenses here, because I was short on circuit boards. But given my recent adventures, I then had a bunch of circuit boards, and so I put them here. I used them to build some more turrets. I built some defensive positions. I extended their fence so that, you know, bandits can't just walk up to their house and set it on fire. And I think the corpses are gone now because it's the next day. Nope, here we go. When I was here, after the bandits attacked, a group of super mutants showed up, like, at the same time. I haven't even looted the corpses, so you know how fast this happened. And suddenly, these guys start throwing bombs at this side of the house. And of course, you know, Shempy, the farmer, decides that he wants to rush out there with a stick to try to fight him. Oh, now she's just standing there. Did I screw up your ability to move around by building this blockade?
Nice jumpsuit, but something tells me your style ain't gonna be catching on.
Oh, you know, you can go fuck yourself. You can walk around the fence then. I was gonna make your life easier. I saved your farm last night, remember? From the monsters? Nobody would say that. That's unrealistic. That's bullshit. So anyway, what happened is these mutants showed up and they handed me my ass because if you notice, they said he was legendary. So, like, he just wasn't a regular super huge hulked out mutant, you know, that's 8 feet tall with a minigun. You know, he was a legendary extra super big mutant with all this gear. And just really handed my ass to me a couple of times. So, now, I will say, I liked that. I like that occasionally there will spawn, like, a super big enemy. Like, somebody who is extra tough. Because it keeps you from getting lazy, which is exactly what I was doing. I'm like, Raider. 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 Super meat. He'll be a little tough. And, like, suddenly all of my guts are all over the place because I was not taking the game seriously. So that's a great mechanism. I like that. And I think it accurately plays into the atmosphere, which is this is a dangerous world and you need to pay attention to business. The random element, I think, works very well. And here's the other thing. This one in particular... where's my data? Workshop, stats. No, I guess what I really want is apparel. Miscellaneous? Yeah, there was this letter. I haven't read this letter yet. So, he was carrying it. So maybe this is part of a storyline that gets started here. Well, you know, thank Christ I saved that for the stream. I'm sorry. I don't mind cussing. I try not to use religious cusses because I know that's important to people, and I don't mean to. I don't mean to offend people like that. So, kill, loot, return. Obviously, see, I was all ready to be impressed with the game. It's like, oh, nice way to like lead me into a storyline. Okay. You know, and here is something that I actually have never gotten around to listening to. This is the tape that Codsworth gave me that apparently my husband recorded a couple of days before all the shit hit the fan. So let's listen to this.
Oops. No, little fingers away. There we go. Just say it. Right there. Right there. Go ahead. Ah! Yay! Hi, honey. Listen. I don't think Sean and I need to tell you how great of a mother you are. But we're going to anyway. You were kind and loving and funny. That's right. And patient. So patient. Patience of a saint, as your mother used to say. Look, with Sean and us all being at home together, it's been an amazing year, but even so, I know our best days are yet to come. There will be changes, sure. Things we'll need to adjust to. I'll rejoin the civilian workforce. You'll shake the dust off your law degree. But everything we do, no matter how hard, we do it for our family. Now say goodbye, Sean. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Bye, honey. We love you.
That's okay. Story-wise, I give it a B. I would have straight up failed them if they'd say, if that was the touching, like, oh, he heard the baby say mama for the first time. Here, let's tape it. Oh, and then the baby goes, mama, mama. That would have been true bullshit. That was pretty good. I like that. And it would have been more emotional. Oh, I left a big gap in the fence. It would have been more emotionally affecting if I'd listened to it right when Codsworth had handed it to me. I can't remember what distracted me right off the bat. So, very briefly, just because I am wire fence. One. Put the wire. Oh. Okay, apparently I don't have any steel right now. Okay. Yeah, I used a lot of steel when I was doing other things, so I'm empty. No crafting. Sorry guys. Try not to get dead from mutants and raiders, because I couldn't patch that hole in your fence. I'm gonna resist the urge to go over there and maybe no, don't go build a bed there. You don't need to extend their little camp. Okay, so what am I gonna do now? I'm gonna look at my map. I think I could head over here. I was given a mission because I showed up in town after completing the other mission, and where I went down to the Corvega factory and then killed all the folks. Went back, told the other little farm that everything was okay. Then I came back. That was effectively the first mission for the Minutemen, and Chuck, the Minute guy, gave me a big hurrah speech. Good job, you're gonna bring us back. He appointed me general, and again, I would have saved that for the game, but I didn't know what was happening. I was just going back to my place to craft, and so he gave me this big hurrah speech and said, oh, we've heard about a good place that would be a good place for a settlement. It's called the Starlight Drive-In, but there are monsters lairing there. So that showed up on my map. I'll have to check that out. somebody also said, hey, there's a place called Grey Garden where I think they're all ghouls. Either they're all ghouls or they're all robots. I can't remember which one they said, but that showed up on my map. But what I'm really interested in now is heading over to the quarry where I helped the guy work out his pump situation. I'm really curious what was deep down in the water there. I want to go see what's up with that. Also, just to let people know, your cool mod already knows and will probably tell you. Like I said, this computer is brand new, and we've tracked down the problem. We think one of the pieces of memory is bad, and so every once in a while it hits and everything freezes. And I've got to reboot the computer. Luckily, the computer is so new and so fast, it reboots in like 23 seconds. I've timed it. So if we go down, the stream will probably be back up inside of 2 minutes. So don't despair if I suddenly freeze and disappear. It seems to happen about once every other stream session. Let's check out the quarry. Forgive me if I eat some gyoza here. I have not eaten anything yet today. Okay, I also want to make sure... Okay, I've got all my hit points. Oh, and you can see... I just wanted to check on that I was wearing my right armor. So, as you can see, pretty much all of the armor that I've made myself has pockets in it, because I am a hoarder. Plus, it's just kind of funny to me. And this is the bit of crafting that I've done most recently. I'm giving up my pistol, which was okay, but it was not great. And here, I found that laser pistol, and with all the gear that I scavenged, I upgraded it, like, hugely. So, it does a bunch of damage. It's got a crazy range. It's got, like, more range than my sniper rifle, I think. Yeah, look at that. It does. It beats my sniper rifle for range. And I have not had a chance to use it. So, I also haven't used the irradiated pipe wrench either, but I'm not much of a melee character, so. Okay. I think it can set people on fire, too. One of the crafting things that I did to it said, adds burn damage, so I would love to be able to set somebody on fire with my super laser. Where's the guy? I'm hoping this guy will have stuff to trade me now that... Hey, it's okay, dude. It's me. Whoa, shit. You are not the guy that I left here. Where did you go, man? Well, yep, we can light him on fire. So apparently... Oh, and it's playing dramatic music. That means this guy wasn't just a fluke that he showed up. Okay. If I'm gonna fight a bunch of people without my super suit, I'm going to... I'm gonna power up here. How about... Now remember, kids, don't do drugs. Just, you know, just do drugs if you're about to get into a fight in the apocalypse. So... what do I want to use here? Grape mentats, yeah. I'll be the fresh maker in here. God, I wish they had, like... I don't want to see all my flowers and bullshit. Sometimes I just want to see, like, the drugs that are going to make me a fucking king of everything, golden god badass. Buff out. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Oh, no, I've been got addicted to it. I don't know what that's going to do to me. Okay, Codsworth, your job is to go out there and not suck, okay? And forgive me while I adjust the audio settings. This background music is kind of pissing me off. I know it's supposed to be dramatic right now, but I'd prefer to hear the people shooting at me.
Man, come back! I was having fun!
Okay. Where are you, man? Oh, I see a guy. I'm guessing... Pow, pow, pow. Ha 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 ha! Oh, yes, we like the laser pistol.
Yeah, that
I see nothing that I don't like about this gun. I am now the best. Oh. Creep mousey, creep mousey. Hey there. Hey guy. What you doing? Wanna come out here? Yeah. How about in the head? Ha 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 ha! That's right, level up. And you know what? See, I got all full of adrenaline. I could spend this perk right now to like get a bonus to my pistols. And I don't know if I want to stick with pistol forever. Oh, I might want like more science or be able to get into better terminals. Oh. Nah, you know what? Let's be badasses. I love my laser gun, so let's ride it. Now, admittedly, I shouldn't probably feel too cool that I just killed a guy with a pool cue with a laser, and I have a laser gun. But you know, if you want to come at the king, you better have more gun than that.
I wonder how the quarry flooded.
Huh.
Rainfall, perhaps?
Yeah, you've only wondered that 100 times, Codsworth.
Spring.
So, now this is cool. Oh, hello. I'm thinking zap. And your dog, too. Oh, he burned up!
Hostile life signs.
Yeah, come at me, dog. Man. Pew, pew, pew. That's right. Who's on fire? I am figuratively on fire. You are literally on fire. You're doing great, Codsworth. That's exactly what I need from you. Just stand there. Whoa, somebody's got a machine gun. Whoa, whoa, where's that coming from? I'm gonna hug a wall here. Okay, you have like a piece of broken glass. You're not my priority. You have a gun. So you get the laser. Haha, on fire! Achoo. Oh, well, thanks for the assist, Codsworth. God, there's a ton of these guys. And
I never leave a task unfinished. I'll find you
okay.
eventually.
Where are you?
There's a fight.
Here comes a dog. Yeah, actually, that's a really smart response for that dog. Just run away. Who's shooting me? God, dog. Just go have a new life somewhere else with better friends. Oh, I thought I lit you on fire, man.
I don't feel pain, you know.
Yeah, let's take it.
Try to give us a challenge.
Come on, man. I'm right here. You want it. Pew! Bad lifestyle choices. Pew! Pew! I wasn't laughing at just killing that guy with the laser. I was laughing because of all the sound effects that I'm making. That's actually a side effect of being a dad. I make noises when I do anything. It starts, I'm going to pause this here, in the middle of the firefight to talk about making noises for your babies. When your babies are real little, sometimes you want them to do things, you want to communicate with them, but they don't understand words for like a year. And so what I started doing is, like, if I'd pick him up, I'd go, whoop, you know, or I'd touch him and I'd be like, boop, boop, boop. And we kind of let him know what's about to happen, because he can't understand words, but, you know, he understands that things have meaning. And I have never stopped doing this. I still make sound effects for almost everything that I do, except not just with my kids now. So yeah, that's a relatively new thing that's come into my life. How about we save, just because I'm doing pretty well here. Feel pretty good. This is a much better performance than my Corvega assault last night. I really like this gun.
Bug it off.
So I see a few piles of smoking ash, bunch of dead bodies, and I'm addicted to drugs. It's good reason. Kids, don't do drugs. Maybe sometimes even if you're going to be fighting a bunch of badasses. Huh. I know. Oh, big lyrics down there. This is huge. And it looks like there's they've been busy at work here. It looks like there's shacks, and I wonder if this is like a little town.
Naughty work, but wouldn't want to leave the good stuff.
Yeah, I forget I don't need to escape out of that. Okay, so I can't, like, somebody was shooting at me. I don't think I'm done here. But I guess I'll just wander around until somebody tries to kill me. Yeah, I like my laser gun a lot. Hey, buff out. That looks really... Hey, and noodles? Holy shit. In the apocalypse, like, any food other than, like, mutant beast meat is pretty impressive. How the hell do you produce noodles? Kinda have to have flour. There's no wheat in the wasteland. Hi, dog. Sorry.
I wonder how the quarry flooded. Rainfall, perhaps? Or maybe they dug right into a spring.
Ooh, an auto pistol. Cooking pan? I hope you guys admire my restraint there. You see how I'm not actually just pulling everything off everybody? Something new for me I'm trying out. It's called not pulling everything off everybody. That leaves me more space for oven mitts, ammunition, and all the bullets and stim packs, drugs, and more everything. More drugs. This is kind of a drug-heavy game now that I'm thinking about it. Given that so much of the combat is, or the game is combat, and so much of surviving combat is having bonuses. It is, the message is pretty much when things get hard, drugs will help you. And I don't really support that. And here's the maddening thing about games, right? Okay, I'm going to pause and pontificate again. You know, I don't support that. Like, that's bullshit behavior. In my real life, you know, I wouldn't do that so much. But here, the game actually doesn't just support that behavior, it really encourages it. And you might, it would be very reasonable for you to say, oh, Pat, it's just a game, don't read too much into it. But, like, story is how we learn about the world. And the story that you're telling yourself, aside from potential problematic things, like, honestly, somebody comes at you, tries to kill you, you killing them, you know, it's an okay narrative. I would like it better, of course, if maybe they came at you and you had, like, an option to try to talk to them, even if they shot you then. You know, the ability to try communication, you know, before tactical assault would be great, even if sometimes it went wrong. But what's built in here is, you know, food makes you healthy, which actually isn't very true, as my cholesterol will let you know. And when life is complicated, you know, make drugs and then consume them to get through the hard parts. I don't know how I would do that differently or better, though. You know, how you could still have this cool system without that potential, like, negative connotation. Well, I found a secret back path. I could totally fall to my death. Note to self, right? Encourage new management to build railings. Because look at this. This doesn't match up at all. It's like these guys build like me. This is the quarry designed by MC Escher. Rocks. This is pretty much just a sniper position. Okay. That radar dish is where I was before when I was getting that family's locket back. The raiders had taken it over. Little foreman's shack. Apples, chair to just, you know, chillax. You don't have Netflix in the future, so it's like, hey, Apples and chill? Apples and chill, that will never take off. That guy was getting nothing. And I apologize for the use of the word chillax. I won't do that again. See, I'm taking this real circuitous route. Oh man, am I gonna get hurt? That was me grunting, not the game. Because somebody was shooting at me. And I don't want to go into the middle of everything. Some jackal's going to start sniping me in the head. Of all the things that I like about games, it's if you're going to be generous with the physics or the reality of the situation, I do genuinely appreciate when they are gentle with the falling mechanics, especially for an exploration game like this. Like falling...
I wonder how the quarry...
Thank you, Codsworth.
Rainfall, perhaps?
There should be an ability to
Maybe
mute
they
him.
dug right into a spring.
Not a human, but my robot should have a fucking mute button.
Wow. Pick anything good?
Oh, now you guys might notice that Codsworth now, he's, before he'd said, like, you're never going to find a use for that. And now he's like, oh, did you find anything good, Mum? You know? Where did this change in attitude come from? When I came back and the Minutemen quest completed, Codsworth really liked that. And he immediately came over and initiated a dialogue that, again, I wasn't expecting that because I was just meant to be crafting. But the game initiated it. I didn't. And so he came over and he had this heart-to-heart discussion with me. He's like, you left and I was alone for so long and I feel like a failure. And I was nice to him. He pisses me off, but he's just a, dumb robot. And why be a dick to him? I like to assume that Devi is sub-vocalizing all of this rage that I'm doing. She's not actually cussing at Codsworth in the game. He's the last tie to her past. But that doesn't mean that she can't be irritated with him. But out loud, she was nice to him. And then, so, I think that helped our relationship. But more than that... when I started working on this laser rifle, I'll show you here, I actually, to do the mods on this laser rifle, what I had to do, I had to buy a pip of science, right? Because it won't let you do mods, good mods on a laser rifle unless you got some science perk. And so what happened was I was in there modding it, and I was doing my work and checking out all the different options. And it took a ton of materials, too. I used up all my adhesive again, so I'm empty of adhesive now. And then I noticed, I did these big fiber optics and circuit boards all going into this gun. And then I was so intent on it, and then I noticed up in the corner of the screen, it said, Codsworth loves this. And I realized that, he's standing over my shoulder while I'm, doing all this technical stuff to my laser pistol. And I'm like, he's got a huge fucking robot boner watching me do this tech stuff to this gun. And every time I changed it and made some sort of technical adaptation, he was like, oh, yes, I'm rather hot and bothered, Mum. Sorry, that was a terrible accent. But, and he didn't actually say that, but how else should you interpret the fact that your robot is, really into you modding your gun, right? He's like, oh, yes. If only she'd put some fiber optic in me. I have no idea. It seems it's funny, but I don't know what to read into that other than some perverse robot thing that he has going on.
I wonder how the quarry flooded. Rainfall, perhaps?
And see, and now maybe this is small talk for him. Maybe he's trying to chat me up, oh, Mum, rainfall. Maybe he's as bad with women as I always was. He doesn't know how to, you know. Ooh, drugs. The problem with not stripping everybody naked is that I can't tell who I've looted all the time.
Who's there?
Whoop. One lonely raider. Alone in the wasteland. Where is she? Somebody has made the wrong sort of friends. I'm sorry, but not that sorry. Aw. Codsworth. Codsworth? That turret is yours. Go get it. Serious, Codsworth, where the hell are you? Oh, you probably got lost up on the rocks. You didn't jump off stuff like I do. You've got fucking jet boosters, Codsworth. You should be able to fly wherever the hell you want. Okay. Let's eat some steak, because everybody knows that whenever you get shot by a turret and you're bleeding out all your different now newly porous surfaces, nothing sets you right like some roasted, how about squirrel on a stick? Yum. Or maybe, you know, actually, I'm curious. It says I'm addicted. I don't know what addiction means. Like, it used to be, it would give you, you know, it would say, you're addicted. Maybe it just means that I will involuntarily use these things whenever I get a chance. But regardless, I think I'm gonna use my refreshing beverage to get rid of that addiction. Codsworth. Fine, I'll just loot while I'm waiting for Codsworth to catch up. Take sugar bombs. Yarn. Fan. Oh, that poor turret. It saw me. Now it's up there and it's really confused. Its only job is to shoot people. It can hear me down here. It's got no feet.
Got it.
It's like, oh man. This is a major design flaw. Ah.
Nice.
Whoa, what was that? Did I just accidentally give away my armor? How the hell? Gotta make sure that I'm now wearing. Yeah. Okay, yep, I'm wearing everything. And... oh, excavations terminal. Huh. So these are the log entries of the guy that I helped out. Ooh, targeting card. Bet you that has circuit boards in it. I can use that to make turrets of my own. Well, you know, I think this was a very lucrative little side trip. I feel bad for, you know, Joe the whoever guy who kind of got all this up and running, and now, well, maybe he's down there hiding in a ditch or something. You can make purified water out of regular water. You can cook a dog if you have a mind to. Oh, can't roller skate in a buffalo herd. Can't roller skate in a buffalo herd. Can't roller skate in a buffalo herd. But you can be happy if you've a mind to. All you gotta do is put your mind to it. Knuckle down, buckle down, do it, do it, do it.
What the hell was that?
Whoop, hold on. God, there's more of them? You'd think they would have heard the huge explosion.
You guys got me. What the fuck was that?
The flashing lights and things blowing up.
Pack it in, boys. There's nothing out there.
Ooh, hello. Sully. Huh, hold on. Sully. He looks evil. So apparently the guy... Is that the guy I've talked to before? Did I help out evil dude? Either way. You know, I think... Yeah, I'm okay. If you got a little skull by your name and you're with all these other raiders, I'm kind of okay with shooting you. Or missing you, as the case may be. Hey, Sully! Sully! Right in the groin, Sully. I'm gonna be up here. If you want to come up and fight, yeah, I'm up here. By the way, I have all your guys' stuff. In your meth lab, I've got that too.
Surely you meant to leave that rubbish where you found it.
Don't start backsliding on me, Cogsworth. We were having a real good time together. If you're polite, maybe I'll mod this pistol some more, right? You know? Maybe give it a barrel extension. You know what I mean? Follow me? Oh, did you just go somewhere to be alone? Okay. I see. I'm probably supposed to, like, fight my way down here. Boy, sucks to be you down here with a shotgun trying to get me up there. So many drugs. Okay. God, I really need more ammo for this gun. I like it so much, I don't want to use anything else ever. Oh, 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 oh. Guess what I see? Guess who's over there? Now, you're bad, I'm guessing. Oh, yeah. Yep, it actually says in your description that you're a psycho. So I'm sorry. And you too, you're a psycho. We're just gonna shoot you both. Let's be ninjas. Ninja! Wah! Laser gun ninja.
Face us, scallywags, if you dare, not this time.
Whoosh-pah. Okay, yeah, I'm not ninjing so good right now. How about this? Oh, no, see, that's not funny. That's the sort of thing that a sociopath would laugh at. Whoop.
What the hell was that?
Good question. You're asking the correct question. Come on out. No, no, no. It's over here. You see, this is my problem with AIs, right? If you came out and you saw, like, one of your friends, or at least your companions, like your meth-dealing, raider, hillbilly, bumblefuck, you know, comrades,
What the fuck was that?
like, just laying dead, you wouldn't go, oh, wait, I think that was the wind. What all these AI should be set to do is what I do. You know? When I see somebody and, you know, like everyone starts dying and things get too hot, they should do a bunch of drugs and then hide behind a door, wait till I peek my head around, and then they just fucking destroy me. Hey. Hey. Hey, enough of that.
Like a little dust up to get the oil flowing, eh?
Bladed tire iron. Wow.
Gone now.
Okay. So, just to continue showing these people the lack of respect they deserve, pause my assault of their fortress. I only really came here for duct tape. Guys, you would all still be alive if you put up a sign that said, "We will sell you duct tape and hot plates with circuit boards in them." And then you'd be fine. You'd be fine. If you had enough duct tape, I would have traded away all my weapons, guns, and ammo for them. And then you would be rich, and then you would have all the guns and ammo, and then you could have killed me. That would have been a really great business strategy. Coffee pot. Okay. Now, what does the guy at the bottom of all this think? You know, is he reconsidering his lifestyle choices? You know, the things that took him to this point in his career, where he's at the bottom of an abandoned quarry. Oh, here they. Rippa.
Head down, Mo. It appears someone is...
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get him. Codsworth, watch my back. By which I mean cover me. Don't actually just stare at my back while somebody shoots it.
I have a buzzsaw with your name on it.
God damn it, Codsworth. You had one job. You did. You just stared at my back. So disappointed.
Are we still having fun?
You're back there whacking it at your whatever weapon mod porn. They're throwing grenades at me. Look at this. Now I've got to eat more. I'm stress eating because of you, Codsworth. Grilled rat steak. I want a steak. Mole rat chunks. Is that enough? Yeah. That'll...
I'm not even sweating. Of course, I never do. Ha! Bugging off, eh? That won't do. Not at all. Nice try.
Chink. Chink.
That's that.
Only a fucking coward hides.
Yeah.
I wonder how the quarry flooded.
I might be a coward.
Rainfall, perhaps?
I'm totally fine
Or
with
maybe
that
they dug
particular
right into a
label.
spring. Well, he certainly doesn't need that anymore.
When you turn up, you're dead.
What just happened?
That's the first Raider response that seems reasonable to me. You should be... If I would voice these, I would be like, ah! Jesus Christ! Everyone's dead! Larry! Oh, there's bloody meat oh shit! Jake is on fire! That would be what the Raiders would be saying.
Scared him off.
Not all this tough guy talk. Maybe a super badass's like strategy here is to just
What the hell was that?
have so many peons that I use up all my ammo before I get to him.
Raiders!
Yeah. Okay, so now let's go down.
What the fuck was that?
You are so dead.
Hey, Sully! Bang, bang. Phew. On fire. Deal with that. You can't even see me. Oh, okay. Codsworth, carry on. I'd love it if those Mirelurks went and kind of wrecked their Sunday afternoon. Hey, Sully! Bang, bang! On fire.
Why do they always gotta fight back?
Just need to clear. How about head? Head on fire! Yeah, run around! Pew! Head on fire! Pew! Always on fire! You're so on fire! Whoops. Dog meat. Have you had a hard day getting shot in the head? Try dog meat. You will feel better in 8 seconds. Guess what? On fire. You know, maybe what we need is a different gun. Maybe he's like too well insulated. Ooh, shit, look at my arm. Did somebody get in a real lucky shot on me? I thought I was all... Wow, no, my arm is totally messed up. Maybe I need, stim pack? It used to be you could click on the individual limbs and it would, like, heal them. I don't know if there's a mechanism like that now. It could be... Maybe I'm sucking a little more with the gun because of that. Yeah, I was going to come in here. I was going to actually equip my badass... Okay, let's organize these by my powerful sniper rifle. Very accurately named. Did that heal my arm? A little. Okay. I don't know if that did more damage, but I know I have more ammo for it. Okay. So, I don't want to bring a rifle to a gunfight, so I'll go back to the laser pistol. And, you know, I have a lot of these stim packs. Might as well heal up that arm. Okay.
Disappear now. Huh?
Directly underneath me. Oh, that's Codsworth.
What the hell was that? The jet will make you jet. What the fuck was that?
Achoo! Achoo! Is that the last one? Are we at the end? Okay, now just in case we crash. Oh. Who are you? No one of consequence. Okay, and inventory, aid. It might be easy to make fun of my OCD super hoarding all the time everywhere, but it's because of all of that fabulous super glue and duct tape that I picked up that I could make all of these adjustments. Hey, Sully. Cage armor. Codsworth. Get your That noise better not be you doing something gross. Codsworth! How did you get down in there? And I can't open it because... Release the latch to operate this door. No! What, so you weren't... Legendary shit. I did not want this. Head. Arm. Good Jesus, fuck. Well, okay. That's why we save occasionally, folks. Now, Codsworth, you managed to get yourself trapped in there, didn't you? And I tried to let you out, and it got me killed. It got me really embarrassingly super killed. So, you know, you're just going to have to stay in there for now. And this is going to curtail my looting. Actually, here, Codsworth, here's what we're going to do. Come here to the fence. Codsworth, I'm talking to you. Come here. Okay, fine.
Hey.
Oh.
I'm going to pass you some stuff through the fence here, Codsworth. Because, once again, you've shown... Raider chest piece, nice sniper rifle. There. Now, don't use this, don't sell this, or, like, and spend it on robot drugs, okay? Just hold that for me. There's probably some stat tracking thing in here that shows, like, the sad, crazy number of screwdrivers that I've picked up in this game. There's probably some badge. 1,000 screwdrivers. You have a mental disorder. Cha-ching! 5 Xbox points. Noodle cup. Well, yeah, apparently look at you. Oh man, that is, I'm not saying I did you a favor, but you know, now, apparently, if I want to get Codsworth out, gotta save his sorry ass from legendary behemoth Garthim over here. So, we're gonna fight this fight. Like the smart boys do. We're gonna use our powerful gun. I'm gonna try to get stealth. I'm gonna back the hell up. We're gonna save our game. Nope, not like that we aren't. Try to stay out of my line of fire, Codsworth. Show me your face. No! Head. Oh, now you see him? Whoa, is he healing? Look at he's glowing with fucking anger. Which, you know, I don't blame you, dude. I shot your head off, man. Let's do it some more. Maybe he can't move or make intelligent decisions because I've shot his head till it's done. 25 experience points? Yeah, I think you've been detected by the creature. Whoa. Yeah, okay, the secret is... This is some nice target mapping, right? If I shoot him on the shell, it does absolutely no damage. But I can get him down in the... under the shell in the small of the back. Part of me, of course, wonders why the raiders are keeping these things. Are they like... do they have delicious milk of some sort? Some sort of pit fighting scheme, I would imagine. Metal left arm. Oh. Oh, that's cool. A special piece of gear that makes you better at picking locks. It's not very logically consistent, but I appreciate the... Ah, yeah, thank you, Codsworth.
Doing housework.
Ah. Okay, I think I'm going to leave those guys. I mean, maybe they're useful for something. And, you know, this is the end. I feel like... I should have got a cookie at some... like, it should have gone... like, congratulations, all of the bandits are dead, and this guy... you know, is gone. Maybe when I go up to the top, the guy that repaired this place...
That's it.
Oop. Bag of nothing. That's a very considerate piece of level design here at this elevator to save me from going up that big torturous route.
I wonder how the quarry flooded. Rainfall, perhaps? Or maybe they dug right into a spring?
You know, that would have been funny. I wonder if I could have flipped this circuit breaker and then just drowned everyone.
Rainfall, perhaps? Or maybe they dug right into a spring?
Well, it's a little anticlimactic. I don't know what I was expecting at the end of all that. Well, wow, a piece of that turret went everywhere. So yeah, I'm going to pause. I'm going to save. So, God, I have to feel like I missed something going down there that's, even for the lack of narrative follow-through that the game has shown so far, there's no little office up there.
I wonder how the quarry flooded. Rainfall, perhaps? Or maybe they dug right into a spring?
But it was a spiral. I went down in a spiral. I don't think there was any forking paths that I missed. I went in there, then I went around, then I went around, and I ended up there. It was there. I'm not going to go all the way back down again, but I just want to look on the side here and see a little ledge. No, that ledge doesn't go anywhere. Huh. Was there a cave at the bottom there? I think that's fair. I mean, that doesn't really... Although what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back up and take the elevator. Because Sully was down there. I mean, he had a name. There has to be a story involved here. Because I've killed bands of bandits before, but nobody ever had a name. What? There. There, and there, and down. Here's the cave where Sully came out of.
What were they mining here?
And here was his little shack, but I've already been inside of it. And there wasn't anything like a clipboard that gave away information. Or a terminal or anything. The only terminal was up there, and it said, I'm mining. I'm mining. I'm trying to do... something way up there. This would have been a good place for something, but nope. Well, if there is anything here, it's escaped me. I wish Pat could see that. What is it? The problem is the chat is over here, and I'm looking at the screen here. Yeah, I can't make vegetable starch because I don't have any mutafruit or carrots. Yeah, okay, Sully was the guy that I helped unflood the quarry. Yeah, I guess that's it. No wonder, you know, if he'd had his face all tattooed up and he was wearing the like Guar armor before, it probably wouldn't have helped him in his nefarious like bandit launch scheme. So like, kickstart my bandit base. I will give you 50 caps. I've already gotten a bunch of corn. I'm growing corn out of all parts of my settlement. Okay, so now what I'm thinking of, if I look around on the map, I don't see anything here. But, you know, if I... What is that? Okay, that shows me Concord. It shows me that radar dish. That's the farm that I was at before. Oh, but you know what I'm going to do? Let's see how full I am. Actually, I can carry a bunch more weight. So I'll continue to explore. Yeah, see there... I glimpsed this before, but I never pursued it. You see down here on the screen, it shows like something, looks like a pile of cars. So I don't know what that is, but apparently it's up here a ways. So, and the road goes in that direction, so let's see. Let's see what we got. Oh, abandoned plane. Oh yeah, I cruised through here before on the back from a salvage run. I cleared out the old bandit satellite dish place, and on my way back from there, there was a different suit of power armor. It was the same suit of power armor, but I grabbed it and I brought it back to base just in case I ever want a second suit of power armor. I'll maybe put it somewhere. I don't know what utility that would ever have. Robotics disposal ground. This sounds like something that is full of treasure. Delicious circuit boards. Probably a bunch of... Ah! Jesus Christ, Codsworth. What the fuck? Are you a wizard? How the hell did you just appear in front of me? So, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that thing. That's a totally way more badass mech suit than what I have. But before I go up to it, I'm going to maybe go back to laser pistol I want to think that laser damage might be either super effective or super not effective when it comes to fighting robots. I don't have an electricity gun or anything like that, but this is as close as I have. Oh, I want you. I want to live in you. I want to be inside you.
That looks like a military-grade robot.
Oh. Oh, it's just a robot. I mean, I respect your heritage and your people. Don't kill me. Another fusion core. Oh man, we might have Codsworth Mark II. Flamer fuel. I like the thought of me having a flamer, but I do not like the thought of anyone else having one. Can I put a fusion core in the back of this thing? If this guy wants to be my friend, Codsworth, you might be shit out of luck. Oh, I'm in his butt. No, it's not letting me. Look at this, he's just a big no-clip object. That's weird. It's a hologram, that's it. It's a hologram of a robot. Wow, the future is so high-tech. Maybe that's it. You know, in my headcanon, Codsworth, you are now a hard light hologram. You know? That's why you suddenly appeared in front of me. That's why you can only wear some hats, and other hats you can't. And that's why you can never die. You know? There. See? And like, see, that, folks, is how you would make this realistic and still have a companion that people wouldn't have to nursemaid for fear of it dying. You just come up with some sort of contrivance. Give him fucking nanobotic regeneration, you know? Where it's like, he gets put down, but then, you know, like his nanobox fix him or something, you know? And make it a unique something that somebody developed and you only find one of, so it's not everywhere in the world. It's way better than having an immortal robot that can never be killed no matter how many things blow it up. It's not that sort of headcanon. Headcanon means not official canon, but it's what I'm choosing to believe.
Surely you meant to leave that rubbish where you found it.
Oh, what is this?
Yes.
Permanently unlock a new custom paint job for my power armor. Yoink. Of course, I already painted my power armor, and it would take a lot of resources to do it again. Oh, I love circuit boards. I'm going to build so many turrets. The whole wasteland. A bandit won't be able to... A raider won't be able to take a shit without a turret just destroying them. Yes, give me that. Anything else here? Before I sit down at this terminal. Whoop. I like how it has me sit down even if there's no chair. Okay. Delivery log. Sentry bot. Unknown issues. Wow. Oh, that's funny. 27 defective Mr. Handys won't stop talking. Employee notes. Robots making robots. Dogs and cats living together. Oh, no. I can pun. The game, don't make ironic puns. weird things where robots are getting made wrong, just getting dumped places. Had a holotape for that big robot. Don't read the holotape. Don't read the holotape. Oops, no, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna absolutely read the holotape. Play tape. Prototype Sentry must only be operated by official personnel of Redacted Corp. Redact Corp. You haven't heard of us. Trademark. How about information? Redact Corp is not responsible for this thing wrecking all of your shit. Destroy this holotape immediately by devouring it, and then denying that you have devoured it. Why would you not, after all of that buildup? Highly recommended all tests are performed in a closed environment. It's just gonna kill me, isn't it? Right? Did I save recently? Yeah, okay. Let me... Okay. Boot it up. Whoop. Let's look out the window. What do you look like? I'm just trying to look at you closer. I'm not trying to shoot. Oh, you're green. I like beating things that are green. Hello, Super Droid. I'm gonna put my gun away so you don't think I'm a threat.
Current objective: control immediate area and neutralize any hostiles that pose a possible threat to the U.S. military and/or its citizens. Do not interfere with security operations. Do not interfere with security operations. Do not interfere with security operations. Do not interfere with security operations.
So, are you still a hologram? Nope, now you're solid. Hey, Codsworth. He's one of your people. Do you want to talk to him? Maybe, do you guys have a union? No? Nothing? Okay, Codsworth.
Hey, I'm all ear.
You're all eyes, Codsworth. I want to talk to you. I want to command you. I do, but you don't listen, so can you just talk to me? No, not gonna talk. Well, so I've turned on the super robot.
Do not interfere with security operations.
He doesn't want to talk back. Maybe he's actually like super intelligent. He's just waiting for me to leave because he knows that if he starts running around and destroying all humans, then I'll try to blow him up. But it's a new world, robot. Everybody gets a second chance in the apocalypse. So, make yourself happy. Find a robot wife or husband. And just be happy. Build yourself a new life. And remember that it was me. I'm your dad, effectively. Your mom. Your mom, dad. Your gender, non-specific parental figure. When you meet me in the future, please remember that. Wow. Again, I'm thinking that was kind of a a narrative cul-de-sac. And here's a road to nowhere, I'm guessing. You cannot go this way. Oh Lord, was that you? Is that God talking to me? Yeah. I like it better when they mark the edges of the map with, you know, mountains or something. Robot terminal. I'm supposed to go back to the terminal. Eject holotape. Am I supposed to plug it into him?
Do not interfere with security operations. Do not interfere with security operations.
Hey, Codsworth, can I plug this into you so you can be... Okay, I get it. So it's something that I'm probably going to have to listen to, aid, miscellaneous, holotape. Because of course I couldn't just play it on that computer. Oh, no, it's the same holotape. Oh. So, okay. Engage defense. Protocol. Self-destruct. So, I think I'm going to step over here. Maybe I'm going to come up here so I can see. I can run out through this hole in the fence if things go south. We're going to save. You know, if I got to redesign the universe, I would definitely include save points. Defense protocol. Oh. South Boston checkpoint, Revere satellite. Betting the satellite array is the one I already cleared out. There's Fort Hagen. You know, and Olivia, I was already there, I think. So, when I go to the South Boston checkpoint, or Fort Hagen, I think, yeah, I think we're gonna shoot up a signal flare for you, Mookie. Although, you know, just because I'm curious. Whoa. Wow. It's full of cool stuff. Could use those fusion cores. But, you know, I don't need them that much. I've got fusion cores already. I just mostly wanted to see what would happen if I blew it up. Did you just hump that dead robot, Codsworth? You've got some issues. Okay. Okay, so let's see what time it is here. Six o'clock. We got 1 hour left. And so I think what I'm gonna do there's 10 pines. You know, since these people are part of my network, whether or not I really want them, I'm going to build some turrets for them. Poor bastards. There's like 2 of these people. They don't even have a fence around their little hut. So I'd prefer not to feel, you know, like an asshole when their whole little world gets destroyed. So where do we even put the turrets? I hope I have enough stuff here to build them. Is this the top of the road? The bandits will probably come at night. Wonder if I can scrap this entire little house over here. No. Somebody's already sleeping on that horrible mattress. Okay, let's see. Well, I've got enough for 1 turret, guys. Wish it were more. We'll put 1 right here, outside your house. And, you know, maybe Codsworth. Maybe I gave him... Codsworth, I'm doing science stuff.
Hey. Can I be of service? Here's what I have.
Hot plate. That has circuitry. There we go.
Nice to have mementos.
So how about we'll put 1 up here on this high point. Maybe 1 over.
Haven't you got that coat stitched up?
I'll get to it when I get to it.
Well, the sooner the better.
Maybe 1 over here. You know, kind of behind this not at all fortifying wall. And maybe Give you a guard post or two, just in case. People start showing up. You can maybe make a go of it. Okay, folks, that's all I can do for you. Sorry. Hopefully, bandits will have a slightly rougher time coming in here and molesting you. Okay, now that I feel like I've done my duty by these guys, I'm going to... I still can't pick the lock over by the airplane. Oh, it shows you where your power suit is. That's nice. Hey, I got another person over in Sanctuary. Of course, there's no actual way to tell who is the new person in Sanctuary. Is it you? Is there anyone just standing around looking kind of lost? It'd be really nice if they automatically came up to you, like ran up to you, waved a flag and said, I would love... Holy shit, look at my happiness. Why did my happiness go down? Is the new person a fucking leper? Is it a fucking mime? My happiness dropped by 20 points.
Hey, Marcy. I was thinking if you have time later, then maybe you want to go take a walk along the river.
Hold on, you're new.
I have too much to do.
You're new.
No, you won't do it right. I have to do it myself.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
June, I'm sorry. I'm just busy right now. Let me finish up, then we'll go for a walk.
You're new, but I don't know what to put you on. I don't know. Well, I know that you're the one in the hat. Oh, good.
Seems to be growing well.
There's a carrot.
Easy living? This ain't.
Good. See, now...
Hey.
Sorry, but this is part of my larger plan. I've really got to grow a bunch of carrots and mutafruit so that I can make cornstarch so I can use it as an adhesive. Yeah, it's kind of going around the bend, but you know, if I can turn vegetables into laser guns, then I'm going to do that. So here's a question, if anyone happens to be in here. You know, does anybody have an idea why my people are suddenly fucking miserable? Oh, you know, I bet what would help is if I could build, like, a store. Apparently that's supposed to cheer people up. But I blew my perk on Gun Mojo. So I gotta wait till I get another level and I can hopefully build a store then. For now... That's not what I wanted. the junk. Gonna... Hey,
Hi, how are you?
Codsworth. Codsworth.
Mom? Right then. Are we pack rats now, Mom?
Yes, we are, Codsworth. Please respect my heritage. Okay. Cage armor. I don't know if I want to... I'll look at that later and see if it's something I actually want to wear. Torso. Rifle. Shotguns. Okay. So that... There. That clears up my inventory for now. I'll deal with those things later. And... I could go to there. I could try to get to... The Corvega plant is the nearest place that I've been to. So I can head there. It would probably make the most sense to start at the Corvega plant. I should go to Lexington. There's probably people in Lexington. Yeah, you can build radios. Maybe that's it. Maybe I need to move... Maybe I just need to build a bunch of radios around or move the radios that are around. Yeah, maybe I could give them some drugs too. Drugs solve all the problems in this game, apparently. Okay, so what time is it? Okay, good. I would rather explore this city while it's sunny. I'm assuming there will be some people around here. Hopefully... friendly people that I can meet. Oh. Let it be said that I passed up the opportunity to get onto the roof. Hey. Somebody has made themselves a little lounge area. Oh, is that a... No, that's just a statue. The entire city is eerily quiet. It seems a little... Like, so far I've seen, like, 2 tiny farms and 8 raider colonies. That's not a sustainable ecosystem. Like, do the raiders just raid each other? They can't all raid the same 2 farms. Power armor station. the other thing that I miss about the old crafting system, or rather the skill system, right now it seems like everybody has the same skills. You can build them up with perks, and you can choose to have science or whatever. But the truth is, like, if you're going to do... The whole game is about crafting. And so everyone has the same game experience, effectively, which is that of a crafting game. But not everybody necessarily wants that. Like, what if you want to... I'm going to pause. Yeah, maybe there's just nothing in Lexington. When I talked up the Fallout 1 and 2 to my friend once, this was a decade ago, more than a decade, and I said, these are some of the best games I've ever played. Please give this a try. You know, you like games, give it a try. You know, you can, it's so flexible. You can make any sort of character you want, and then you roam around the wasteland and you do this stuff. And he goes, okay, you know, let's do it. And he goes in and he spends 10 points on luck. You know, and he's got a bunch of intelligence and luck, and everything else is pretty meh. And I'm like, you know, you're gonna need some action points. You're gonna need whatever. He goes, nope. He goes, here's the deal. I grew up in the vault. He goes, I'm a small appliance repairman. So he had a bunch of like repair skill and a bunch of robotics and a bunch of like those technical skills. He goes, and he was charismatic, and he had a lot of conversation skill as well. But like he was not tough, he was not fast, he was not strong, he didn't have good perception. And I'm like, oh, you're gonna go out in the wasteland. I'm thinking he's gonna get his ass handed to him. He's just gonna get chewed up. But what happened is he went out into the world, and he's like, my character is the guy who would show up in, you know, and like to fix your toaster, you know, and he would like seduce the housewives while the men were away working. And I'm like, okay, try it your way, play your game. And so he leaves the vault, and because he has a 10 luck, like this obscene amount of luck, and you didn't get to build it up like this system, you kind of had your set stats from the beginning of the game on, and that was it. He leaves the vault, and he stumbles onto a crashed spaceship, something that I'd never seen in any of my playthroughs of the game. Luck is always my dump stat. So he wanders through, he's like, crashed spaceship, dead aliens, huh? Zap rifle. I think it actually said zap gun. It was a unique item that you could only find in this one random encounter on the map that would just be generated if you got lucky. And so he walked through the entire game is like, not tough, not strong, not whatever. Zap gun. Just destroying everything. But that wasn't the only thing that luck did for him. He walked into this like bandit encampment, and I went in and I tried to like sweet talk my way through it, because I like to play a conversational game, a persuasive game too. But my skills weren't up to it. I wasn't charismatic enough. My conversation skill wasn't high enough. And so I had to shoot my way out. And I won the fight, and I saved the girl that I was there to save. But I was poor. I had to use up all my stim packs and all my ammo. And so I ended up looting them, and I succeeded, and I got some XP. But like, I was in a bad way at the end of that encounter. He showed up, and the bandit leader looked at him and said, oh, you can't be you. You're dead. And apparently it comes out in the conversation that he's the spitting image of the previous bandit leader that this guy killed. You know, he betrayed him and killed him. And so, you know, he was smart enough and he had good enough conversation skill to capitalize on this piece of luck. And he said, yes, I'm back from the dead, and you have angered me. Because this guy was really superstitious. And he, like, capitulated. I think he might have, like, gone off and just run off. And everyone else says, yes, take the girl, do whatever you want. Just don't hurt us, oh powerful spirit. And so he won. Again, he built a character based around luck. And luck was a huge element of the narrative that he experienced and the game that he got to play. Whereas here, in this game, everyone is forced to play a crafting game. You know? Whereas, you know, what if you wanted to play, like, just a badass marksman game? Then it's like, hey, I'm going to meet all these all these different farms and whatever. But, you know, I don't necessarily want to, like, loot every household to get adhesive to build guns and turrets. What if I just want to be a super, like, gunslinger badass? In the other skill system, you could build up your skills so that even with a lame gun, you were awesome. Whereas here, you're obliged to try to make a better gun because that's the only story that the mechanism of in this game supports. And so, in some ways, it can be nice because we experience like a unified play of this game. Everybody knows that adhesives are a big deal, and you talk about it, and you share that experience. But, you know, wouldn't it be cool if two people playing this game is like, you know, I go on and I'm talking on Twitter, and I'm like, God, I love superglue so much. It's all I want in the game. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, oh, for crafting my laser rifle. And he's like, oh, you know, I've maxed out my pistol skill. You know, I shoot people in the fucking ear with my little piddly gun, and it just, you know, I brain them. I brain them every time, and it does, you know, it would be cool if we could compare experiences and pursue the narratives that we really would enjoy. This doesn't seem to support that. And it's so weird because it seems like we would be moving forward with more diversity instead of backward. That old game had so much more of that. Oh, yeah, the alien ship was in 2. I think I told him to try 2 instead of 1 because 2 was kind of a better 2 was a better game. No, maybe it was 1. Like I said, this was a decade ago. You know, I don't think you have to raise a village in this game. But the problem is, like, you know, what happened? Like, suddenly it said, holy shit, people are dying. They're being attacked by raiders. So that now my choice is, I didn't have a choice as to whether or not they joined my collective. I did not get that choice. I helped them out because I felt sorry for them, and I killed the raiders that needed, you know, that killed their daughter. So I did a good deed. Suddenly they're part of my collective. And, you know, now I'm in charge of them. I never chose to be their guardian and protector forever. So do I just let their fucking world burn? You know? But the thing is, I'm trapped. Suddenly I have a job. In this game, I have a job where I was I was looking forward to being like lone gunman, like, you know, the Lone Ranger doesn't have to feed everyone when he strolls through the town in the Old West. Yeah, see, this is a good point. It's complicated, but less complex. Yeah, I did play New Vegas. It did have a much better story. Yeah, but I didn't get to choose a character that was gonna, like, need, you know, I didn't say, you know what I want to do is play a story where I'm constantly searching through the wasteland for my baby. And that's a bit of an issue. And besides, you know, I did kind of like try to charge through, and, you know, I went out into I'm like, okay, fuck it, let's go to Diamond City. And as a result... What the hell was that? You know? So there. I'm in the middle of a deserted town. And so suddenly I'm not halfway to Diamond City. I haven't done any of the main quest though. Things change. The main quest is getting to Diamond City. And as you saw, like even geared up as I am, and I'm not a tit in this game, I'm fairly survivable. You know, something just killed me in 3 seconds. Done. Right now the main storyline is for me to go to Diamond City and... I just hear a person? Oh, great.
Picking up hostile life signs.
Yeah, hostile. You know, Codsworth, I don't give a shit. I honestly don't give a shit. What, so... what do we got down here? Grey Garden. And to the person, like the apologist here who said, you haven't followed any of the main story arc. The main story arc was to go to like this, they say, go to this farm. Oh, you get a little quest. Help these people. That's part of the story. You can't give me a quest and then say, no, my baby, my baby. If that's the story that I'm supposed to experience, then don't give me a bunch of side quests to go all hell and back and save farmers. Is this thing made out of? Well, I'm guessing these things are really resistant to energy damage.
Hey.
Yeah, Codsworth, I think you have my other gun. Codsworth.
Hey.
I'm all ears.
The hell is there's bombs going off somewhere?
Hey.
There.
Over
Go here by me and give me the gun you have in your equipment.
Here's what I have.
Yeah, that's right. I cleaned him out. Okay. Let's use a sniper rifle. The truth is, this is a classic example of a game's mechanism not fitting within its narration. The joy of a sandbox game is exploration. The joy of a game with a crafting heavy mechanism is the crafting and the world building. And the story of this game is supposed to be a mad sprint to save my child? Those things don't match up at all. A search for a child heads like in a direction. It's not an exploration game. And so I have to make a choice to ignore the mechanism of the game or ignore the narrative of the game. And so no matter what, I'm kind of screwed. And it could just be that I'm tetchy because I just really got molested by those ghouls, but I still think it's a fair point. Come on. Now watch me fall off a roof and just die. See, this is my impulse to go up onto the roof was a good one. Whoa, look at you. What are you? Raider scum.
Out the old sensor array.
When you turn up,
Somebody said, I can see his point, but I'm not going to agree until I see more of the game. For me, at this point, I've played it for 12 hours. And I've seen just no occasional moments of cleverness. And the design of the game is very good in many ways. But there's just been missed opportunity after missed opportunity in terms of the storytelling. And I feel really bad about saying that, because I know that a lot of people put a lot of time into this game. But, A for effort is not something that you get. What matters is the results, like what sort of product have you produced? see, that's the other thing, is here, you know, I'm in Lexington. You have to go through Lexington to get to Diamond City. This facility, I was given a specific quest to go to. But do I just leave now? Do I just
rummage about for useful odds and ends?
do I just not do anything in this city? Do I just leave it behind and go to Diamond City? I don't know. That said, I'm willing to try. You know, I'll go to Diamond City. I'm just reading the chat here. Yeah, see, that's the other point. Somebody made a great thing. You know, it's like, I was in cryo when this baby was stolen. I have no time frame reference. Like, for all I know, my baby has been, you know, dead for 150 years. I have not been given enough to drive me toward that story. And you know, since I've started talking about it, I might as well finish. You know, you can have a sandbox and a strong narrative. In the first Fallout game, honestly, is the example that I've never seen equaled. You're in the vault, you know, and they say, you know, we've been here in the vault for 100 years or however long it was. Things are good here. We love our lives. You know, out there, apparently it's a horrible mess. We've never opened the door, but our water chip has failed. So we know other vaults exist and that they have water chips, but we don't know where they are. You know, our records are not good, and we have no communication with the outside world. We have 100 days worth of water. Could you please go find us a water chip? And so, and they're like, here's $50 and a pistol, you know, and 8 bullets, you know, and a med pack, you know. We hear that there's a town down the hill called, you know, Bumblefuck Gulch. And then you go out into the world, you have, you have a purpose. But the purpose is tied into a world exploration game. Like, you need to go out and talk to people, and then when you meet people, like almost everyone you met, you could actually have a real conversation with. Well, not almost everyone, but a lot of people, like way more people than in this game. You could have much deeper, more meaningful conversations with them and say, have you ever seen anyone else from a vault? And they go, what's a vault? And you go, they would wear like a blue jumpsuit like this, except it probably wouldn't say 13 on it. It would be a different number. And they go, no. And then you would leave, or they'd say, you know, I heard of a guy, or maybe my friend Jed knows, and they're over in this other town. You go to this other town. There were countless clues, and you would pursue them. And all the time, it was 100 days. You had it ticking down on your Pip-Boy. You would walk somewhere, and as you walk through the waste, time passes, and you see it slowly. 99 days left, 98 days left, 97, and you're like, oh God, I can't just fuck around and spend 80 hours crafting because there was a ticking clock. That's actually a term in storytelling. You want to create a ticking clock a lot of times if you want to create tension and drive urgency into the sense of the reader. And it was great. You knew you had a purpose, you knew you had focus, and you had some tension, but the mechanism and the narrative meshed together, and it's not like they said, you have 5 days, and you run out in the wasteland, and you're like, ah, shit! It wasn't like that. You were engaging in a mystery, and if you're like, oh shit, you had to make choices. You're like, it's going to take me a while to go all the way back there and find your daughter's locket. Can I spare those 3 days because my whole vault is going to die? It was such a marvelously, not complicated, but it was a complex game, and it allowed so many types of interaction and personal choice. And yeah, I will whinge on about it until the day that I die. Yeah, the shallow dialogue system here won't support a level of character interaction that, is really helpful to a narrative. I would actually say the dialogue seems shallower than Mass Effect, and that's kind of saying something. Yeah, and I also agree. I think the shallow dialogue is to make it more approachable on consoles. That's the problem. When you try to make everyone happy, you make nobody happy. If you follow that to its natural conclusion, it's like, well, if you have 5 people, if you have 3 people, you can order a pizza pretty easy. 5 people, it's harder. 10 people agreeing on one pizza, it's like the only thing you can agree on is like crust and maybe cheese. Imagine ordering a pizza for 1 million people. At that point, all you could agree upon is like nutrient sludge. And these games are heading in the direction of nutrient sludge, which everyone can consume, but which delights no one. And that's not the way to go. When I wrote my book, I didn't think I need to make sure that anyone in the world can read and appreciate this. I thought, no, I want smart people. I want people who enjoy language. I want people that care about story. God, I'm in a bitchy mood today. You might want to take a peek at the World Builders auctions. The first set is ending fairly soon, as in like half an hour. There's some cool stuff up there. You can throw some money towards a good cause. Please do remember that this stream is brought to you by World Builders. And you know what I might do to take a little bit of the edge off and kind of dull down my critical tendencies? Maybe tomorrow we're going to do Taco Monday. Maybe I will drink a couple drinks and eat some tacos and try not to take this so seriously. I have discovered a tire fire. Bottle cap mine.
What's all
Codsworth, we were almost like a team right there.
Naughty work, but wouldn't want to leave the good stuff.
Well, sorry, guy. Child of Adam. Well, that doesn't sound creepy at all. It's actually kind of a weird Narnia vibe, too. Short green wags. He's wearing a colander.
Impressive fortifications. I hope that's not bad news for us.
Oh, sorry, it's not a he. Excuse me, ma'am. Whoop. Oh, that's sort of Adam. Not like Adam and Eve. I suppose I should have been able to tell that since it was in text. Nobody was saying it to me. So now we have new plot line opening up, apparently. Child of the Atom stuff. I dimly remember this from other Fallout games. It is nice of them to space those throughout the wasteland so I can... Whoa, more radiation. Damn, I was clean, too. Whoop. Whoa! Run! Somebody throw? Dang.
That about takes care of that.
Probably set off a tripwire, I'm guessing. Something killed everybody here.
The Commonwealth. One big mess after the next.
Although, maybe it was just that they were like, yay, nuclear radiation. We're, kind of a nice bulge there, dude. Bodies, bodies, bodies. Bodies. Well. Not sure what...
When I go, promise you'll do something more fitting than toss me in one of these places.
Okay. Guess that might be all the story there is here. A bunch of folks came here, built a fort, and died with mole rats. The end. Well, okay. Military frequency.
Automated message repeating. This is Scribe Halen of Reconnaissance Squad Gladius to any unit in transmission range. Authorization ARCS, Ferrum 9-5. Our unit has sustained casualties, and we're running low on supplies. We're requesting support or evac from our position at Cambridge Police Station. Automated message repeating. This is Scribe Halen of Reconnaissance Squad Gladius to any unit in transmission range. Authorization ARCS, Farum 9-5. Our unit has sustained casualties, and we're running low on supplies. We're requesting support or evac from our position at Cambridge Police Station.
So, like, this is a good example. You know, I'm supposed to be going to Diamond City. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll leave Lexington behind. I come here, and it says, listen to this radio station. Here's your new quest.
To any unit in transmission range. Authorization ARCS, Farum 9-5.
And so I'm like, and now they're telling me,
we're requesting support or evac from our position at Cambridge Police Station.
you know, somebody help me, somebody help me, we're all dying. Am I supposed to ignore this SOS?
This is Scribe Halen of Reconnaissance Squad Gladius to any unit in transmission range. Authorization ARCS, Farum 9-5. Our unit has sustained casualties, and we're running low on supplies. We're requesting support or evac from our position at Cambridge Police Station.
Beantown. See, if I knew more about the coast, I know where Cambridge is. I've done a... Okay, we're going to turn off that radio.
This is Scribe Halen of Reconnaissance Squad Gladius to any unit in transmission range. Authorization ARCS, Farum 9.
Am I in Cambridge? I've done a book signing in Cambridge. Pandemonium. Ah, fuck me! There go my legs. What are my stats? Ah, Jesus. Oh no, hold on. If those two on either side are my legs, what's the one on the bottom? Is that my wang? Is my wang blown off by 2/3? Oh no. God damn! The mine blew my legs off and then I couldn't walk to get away from the car that was about to blow up. Oh, yeah, you're right, Lady Wang. Well, you know, here I am. I've just finished off the just finished this off. So I think this might be the proper place to end the stream before I actually run into that radio signal, which for all I know there might be a timed component to it, although that would be very against what the game has already established. But we've already seen a lot of inconsistent design here. I will do what I have done before, and people have said that they've liked it in the stream. I would, yeah, that was a great defensive positioning of a mine. I'm going to remember that, you know, if there's ever something really big that I want to destroy. So, on the terminal in the room with the barrels. Okay, I will maybe go back and read those logs. I can, yeah, and I apologize. I feel, I am very much enjoying the game. I'm just checking to make sure there's no messages for me from my team. I have some time to do some questions. I would happily answer some questions, preferably kind of shorter, little bite-size questions. I will also encourage you to please, if you enjoyed this stream, consider donating to World Builders. If you do, you have a chance of winning cool stuff every day as part of this particular thing where you vote on whether or not I'll play Fallout or whether I will do Microsoft Word and work on Book 3. Gosh, what else did I want to mention? Yeah, maybe tomorrow, I'll throw on the robot suit. I've got enough fusion cores that I've found. Maybe I'll throw on the robot suit, worry a little less about, playing a tight, careful game. Run around in my robot suit and just head to Diamond City and make that the thing I'm doing. And maybe I'll set an extra little stretch goal that if people want to stretch to reach it, maybe we will do... maybe we'll revisit Taco Monday, where I will even drink a little, and maybe that'll help me let go of my incredibly critically obsessive, narrative-focused brain. I don't have to... No, how do I motivate myself to edit? I don't have to motivate myself to edit. I actually really, really enjoy the editing process. Drafting, quite frequently, is harder for me. Me and Sanderson are opposite ends of the spectrum. He's a compulsive drafter. I'm a compulsive editor. I don't have an online pronunciation guide for the names in my books. I've been meaning to do one for a while, but it would just take an awful long time. 7 minutes left on some of the auctions. I should probably tweet that. Very briefly here. Trying to juggle many social media plates at this point. Get that on. Okay. I don't have a favorite female author in that I don't really have a favorite male author. I just have favorite authors. Favorite book is The Last Unicorn. Probably favorite recent game, Portal. Both Portals, the first one and the second one. I know some people really didn't like the second one as much, but I very much enjoyed it. I would love to be a guest star on Critical Role. That'd be a hoot. Those guys do amazing stuff. What's that? What's for dinner? Oh, this is egg drop soup. Oh, let me see if I can do this. Let's turn off Fallout. If I turn that off, do I get big? No. Oh, well. I make my own maps, but I don't draw them. Like if you go into the Tinker's Packs and you buy one of the maps, I created it, but my friend Nate actually arted that one. Do you not like over-the-shoulder view for Fallout? No, not if I'm going to be fighting. I can't aim very well. I might eventually play Witcher 3. Everyone keeps saying, oh, if you want more story, you know, do Witcher 3. How do I pronounce Kvothe? It's like Kvothe. I don't use a program like Scrivener. I use Microsoft 97. You know, an ancient version of Microsoft Word. You know, I considered actually bringing Oot in because he likes video games, and maybe we would play this game a little bit together, but it's way too violent. You know, we've been very careful about introducing him to violence. He's, you know, he doesn't need that in his life, so we don't watch a lot of violent or graphic movies. And as a result, he's a very empathetic, gentle person, and I'd like to maintain that. Favorite writing snacks? I don't eat while I write. I'll drink tea, but that's about it. Yes, I've made at least a couple of Red Dwarf references in these streams. I am absolutely a fan. I've also watched Blackadder, all of it, and Black Books, all of it, twice. I played the first Witcher. It was pretty okay. I might consider playing a game on here specifically with Oot. He would enjoy it, but I'd have to think of what a good game would be. Sarah has enjoyed games in the past, but she just doesn't have very much time these days. You know, full-time mom, 2 kids, busyness. I have read the Spiderwick Chronicles. I read the first 5 to Oot, and I reviewed them on Goodreads. I review books all the time on Goodreads. Somebody want to throw up a link to my Goodreads profile here? My longest writing session, like in a day, I can easily write 12 or 14 hours in a day, you know, when I'm in the middle of it. That's not strange. I could do that several days in a row. I have never really played a Final Fantasy game. Do I see esports? Probably not, because I don't know what that means. Thank you for linking in my Goodreads profile. If you're curious about books, I talk about books all the time in there. I also talk about writing stuff in amongst. To call what I do reviews on there is not quite right. You know, I sort of talk about how I feel about books and my experience of books, and sometimes it has to do with writing as well. Typically, favorite D&D class has always been Wizard, although I've really been enjoying playing a Rogue with Acquisitions Incorporated. We do have challenge coins for World Builders for 2015. They are, I think, even as we speak, they are on sale in the Tinker's Packs. Esports are video game tournaments. No. I enjoy watching people play games, but like typically personally. Like I like sitting on a couch and watching my friends play Crazy Taxi. Or whatever the modern version of Crazy Taxi is. Somebody just said, is there a way to get a silver talent while supporting World Builders? Well, it depends. If you mean a silver talent like this, somebody just won one today by donating and voting, you know, in the way that is covered in my blog that I wrote about this stream. If you're talking about the talent pipes, you can buy them in our online store, and then the proceeds go to World Builders. So yes, there's 2 answers to that question. And they're both yes. No, what ho is absolutely my catchphrase. That's the Acquisitions Incorporated doesn't own that. Oh, the top eBay auction sold for $1,000. That was all of those beautiful Subterranean books. That's good. That's good. That'll help a lot of people. Yeah, I mean the currency too. I just held up the currency. You have the jot, not the talent. Here is a talent. Here is a drab. So, you know, donate money to the fundraiser as part of this stream and you might win one of those. Neuromancer was a great book for the person saying, what do you think of William Gibson? Neuromancer was great. Just stunningly good book. Read it several times. I created the shape of the coins. They're based roughly off like a ingot of metal if it were cut lengthwise. If you read the book, you would know that. And not that you haven't read the book. I'm just saying that information is actually in the book. Am I not a fan of pets? I grew up with a dog. I can enjoy... I enjoy petting cats, but I'm allergic to cats, and they irritate me just like as animals. I have kids. You know, kids is sort of like super pets. Any idea how to fix Syria? No. World Builders ran a fundraiser for the Syrian refugees earlier this year, though, just a couple of months ago, and we raised more than $300,000 for them. So, you know, if you're donating money here, we also are trying to help the refugees. We do stuff kind of all over the world. I've read Glenn Cook. The Black Company books were very, very good. I haven't made it all the way through them. I have read the Grimoire Chronicles too. I remember really enjoying them. Although right now, I can't really remember much about them. I think I've probably written, you know, I can read a book a day pretty easily. I read very, very fast. I love Welcome to Night Vale. I blurbed their book, and I interviewed them just a week ago on their book tour. How many of Sanderson's books have I signed? Before him, maybe a dozen, maybe 2 dozen. If I run into them in airports, I do that as a joke. Any recommended podcasts after I finish Night Vale? I don't listen to many podcasts except for Night Vale. I listen to Will Wheaton's Radio Free Burrito occasionally. I did a podcast with Max Temkin. We did 11 episodes, talked about a bunch of different topics, and we'll probably reboot that one later. Right now I've seen very little about the synth aspect of Fallout 4, so be careful. You're walking a fine line in terms of spoilering stuff that I haven't experienced in the game. Showing versus telling is a big writing question. I can't dig into that right now. What do I think about Dune? Dune was one of the very first books that I stopped reading. But I was in the 6th grade then, and I couldn't get into it. But it's a marvelous book. I've read it since, and it's truly stunning. Oh, that's awesome. If you guys jumped in and started donating for tomorrow's stream already, that is the best. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. That makes a strong start to tomorrow. And I will say, like right now, we're creeping up. It's one of the windows I have open here. I'll give you this page. If you haven't seen this page, this is an okay page to like check out a lot of the different stuff that's going on. Oh, hold on for a sec. Maybe I can. Let's see if I can do something on my own here. Can I stop sharing Fallout and start sharing Firefox? Will that work? Will you do that for me? He asked his computer, knowing that it could not verbalize a response. You guys can't see that, can you? Yeah, we absolutely, with the auction selling now, we will hit 100K. That said, like, it would thrill me to no end if we closed tonight really strong, because at like midnight tonight is the end of the first week of the fundraiser. And so if we can finish that off, you know, oh yeah, I'm using Open Broadcaster software. That's what Amanda picked for me. No, I'm not going to call Amanda. So, but there's a little box here that says Firefox. So I think she set one up, but I'm probably doing something wrong. So I'm not going to fiddle with it here. But yeah, you know, I would love to see the fundraiser end strong. This is the end of the first solid week. We've had a good showing, but to be able to start Monday at better than 100,000, that would help us go into the rest of the fundraiser with some real, you know, with some real strength. You know, it makes a big deal when people, we have some media launching, in these next couple of days, and if people show up and our donation thermometer, God, which I really wish I could show you here on the main World Builders page, but as you look here, if you follow that link, you can see, it's so irritating. I know I should be able to show it to you, but I don't know enough about how this works to make it happen. You know, when the media hits and people come and visit the site and they say, oh, wow, they've already made $100,000, it makes them a little more likely to jump in and want to participate. Everyone wants to be, you know, part of a successful thing. So I haven't ever played Magic with Sanderson. I haven't played Magic in a long time. Oh, you know, somebody here saying, oh, I wish I could donate, but I've got a broken arm and it's just before Christmas. You know, please, please, please don't feel bad if you can't, right? Don't feel bad if you can't. That's not my point. But I do like to encourage, because a lot of times, you know, people, you know, can find 10, 20 bucks. You chip it in. You have a chance of winning stuff in our huge, massive lottery, as well as the tiny little ones in this stream. And I will tell you, we raise a lot of our money just through $10, $20, $30 donations. I think like upwards to, you know, like as much as half, I think, are smaller donations. It's not people throwing in $100. Do I ever pull a curl of hair down like Danny from Greece? No, I don't do anything with my hair. what kind of Magic the Gathering player were you? I was the badass kind. I destroyed everyone who opposed me. I think, and I just got a couple of texts. I got a text and a call, and it's 7 o'clock, and as much as I enjoy your company, I got babies at home. Some of whom are not technically babies, but, you know, I gotta go read to them, help them brush their teeths. Teeths? They're teeth. Teethses. They're plural teeths. Both children's teeth. I will brush. So yeah, if you kick in $10, that counts as your ticket. You know, that gets you one entry. For every $10 chunk you kick into the lottery, it gets you a draw. And believe me, like there will be over $100,000 worth of books and games and stuff in this main World Builders fundraiser. We give away a lot of stuff. So thank you guys all for showing up. I will see, hopefully, many of you tomorrow. And I think that's all we got. Have a good night, everybody.